What up players, it's Boss Tay up in this mud, back from the warp, back from the dead. And today we're gonna finish our little Skinky guy here. So hope you guys enjoy it. The colors that I used in no particular order were a Lighthawk Blue, Rakarth Flesh, Gehenna's Gold, Agrax Earthshade, Temple Guard Blue, Warpstone Glow, Averlin Sunset, and did I use anything else? I think that was it. I hope that was it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just a little bit of highlighting to do here. And oh yeah, a little bit of Celestia Gray. Did use that at one point. Hope you guys enjoy it, and now we can all move on with our lives. Wow, okay, so looks like we're back. I've got some time. I'm gonna see if I can finish up my little Jar Jar Skinks here. And yeah, let's get right to it. So first color we're gonna need, building back up the little head crest that we've got, this cool little green head crest, is we're gonna start with Cablite Green. Ooh boy, it's good to be back. So I'm also trying some new fancy camera angles and stuff. Well, they're not really new, but I'm just trying to see if I can get a better finish that's not so blurry all the time. And I changed some of the settings in the manual mode. Hopefully it helps. Okay, next we're going to work it up with a little bit of Warpstone Glow. Oh yeah, I miss this. I miss painting. My life has been really busy the last couple of weeks, I guess. And I appreciate all of you guys who wrote and commented on my Project Bretonian Bowman entry 3, which was just really the Lady Boss and I hanging out. And yeah, I haven't had really time to do anything. I was able to get to some of my Bretonians, but I mean, not as much as I would like to. So Warpstone Glow is one of those paints that you wanna shake up if you can in the pot before you work with it. Otherwise, it's gonna end up being very streaky. You're gonna see lots of streak lines. I thought I did enough before we started, but I'll do a little bit more. Oops. Look at that. Sorry about that, everybody. Shooting from a new angle. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little flash of yellow. So we're going to get out our Averlin Sunset. Just make sure that we could see how the green looks so far. And then what we're going to do with this Averlin Sunset is we're just going to do some individual streaks down horizontal from the front to the back, like so. And then you want to just kind of feather near the end of the frill. If you get too much yellow on there, what you can do is go back to the warp stone glow, which was the last green that we did, which is what I'm going to do now, just to show you, and just kind of blend the color back down a little bit. I think that's cool for these guys. I think that looks pretty good. If not, what you can do is basically just color that part the same color as the skin, which I'm going to show you how to do now. Temple Guard Blue is going to be our color, and we're going to put it on our wet palette. And now we're gonna paint the skin. So the rumor is, I heard a rumor, or read a rumor, that the Lizardmen are gonna get the next army book, which I think is pretty cool if it turns out to be true. I know there are other armies out there that desperately need a new army book, but I think just the rate at which they're releasing army books now is really pretty cool. So what I'm doing with this color is I've only got it on the tip of my brush, and I'm going to try to leave this darker blue shadow darker blue in the shadows, in the recesses, in the lower parts of the model. So I'm going to paint more of it onto the top part of this tail. And then where it curves, I'm going to try to leave some of the darker blue in the shading in the darker area. Okay, the curve where the tail meets the leg, I'll leave that area kind of dark, and I'll just try to get the top part of the tail. I love my T2i, I've had it forever, but at this point having a camera that autofocuses would be really cool. Speaking of, at my old place, my other place I should say, where I started off making videos, and that's where my camera is set up, my video camera that I got from Punk Rock Gaming for painting that demon prince you guys might have seen a while back. So that's been working out really well. I've been doing some camera tests with that. So anytime I'm over there, I'll try to do some videos for all of you. Yeah, but it is nice having a autofocus camera. Oh man, an Iron Man just opened this weekend, Iron Man 3. So if you're watching this in the far-flung future, it's like 2014 or whatever, you'd be like, whoa, this video is that old? Yup. I don't realize that for any of you who are into filming YouTube videos out there, that you make references in your videos and they get dated so quickly, you know? I was watching some of my old videos to add annotations on them so people can just read in the upper corner what paints I used, and I'm just kind of like, you know, rambling and talking, and yeah, I'm making all these references to stuff that was popular in 2012 or 2011. So while I'm doing this, I guess I can tell you guys that the reason why I've been gone so long is because, as you may or may not know from reading my comments or watching all of my videos, I am a teacher. I teach at a high school here in the area, and we had our spring play that I'm kind of in charge of. So it was a crazy time organizing and getting all that ready. And at the same time, I also work in the local community theater community, and I've been guest directing a show at a local theater. So at the same time as the high school show was getting ready to go up, I was also preparing to open this community theater show that I've been directing. So it's just been a really crazy week, or crazy month rather. And on top of that, I got sick for a little while. Grandpappy Nurgle loves to visit his new plagues and poxes on me in the springtime for some reason. So that is why I've been a little bit out of the loop. But it's been so cool watching all of the Adepticon videos that all of you have been posting, for those of you who've been going. I think that's really, it's really fun for me whenever I get some free time, which isn't very often with all the stuff I've been doing, but I love seeing the community getting together. And it was so cool seeing like Oasis Rising hanging out with Van Hammer, Voices of Mars, Joey Berry was there, and I was just like, oh, all my favorite people on YouTube hanging out, people that I like to watch. So I was thinking that maybe next year I'll try to get off at this time and hang out with you guys at Adepticon. Maybe make it out to Adepticon myself. If all goes well, we'll see how that goes, but that'd be pretty fun. Now if you want to do any shading with this, all you have to do is add a little bit of a lighter whitish tone to blue, because blue highlights up really nice with a clean, clear white rather than a cream color. So I would add Celestra Gray, so it's not that much lighter. But let me just show you what, if you want to go to the extra step, and for those of you who are painting hordes and hordes of skinks, you probably won't, but if you're doing a character model or something like that, you might want to go the extra step. And I just show you what you do. You just follow the muscles, the musculature, and just like we did with the frill, just kind of paint in little individual streaks, or highlight up as much as you can the raised areas. Am I getting a call? Oh, no. Okay. Just like that. So we can see our little skink guy is looking pretty cool right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit more of a highlight to his scales. And the way we're gonna do that is we're going to add a lighter grayish color to the edges that kind of pick it out, so it's not gonna blend in with the with the skin that we just did. So the color that I chose to do is a lilac blue. Yeah, I think that's it. I have to look at my test model for a second. And all you're going to be doing is just kind of seeing if you can get to the edges. This one is really important. I'm going to try and see as much as possible if I can stay on focus. So these scales are hard, and I imagine, you know, glossy and shiny, so if you want, what you can also do is give it a little bit of a gloss coat or art coat varnish when you're done. Now, if you're doing a whole bunch of these, you might say, I don't have the time to fine edge highlights. So what you could also do is this technique that I'm doing right now, which is just to lightly drag the bristles over, hoping that it catches the edges but not the center. And that's a big time saver, but in the end, it's, if anybody really looks close at the model, this technique that I did on the left side is gonna help more than this side. This one's gonna look a little bit more sloppy. I just wanted to show you for the, you know, to give you a little bit of options. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some more gold tones, and the color we're gonna use, if I can find it, where is it? Oh, all these gold paints look the same. Here we go. We're going to add Gehenna's Gold, which is a nice yellowy shine. Oh, what I've also been doing, oh, it's so stuck at the bottom. Stupid GW paints. What I've also been doing, you might notice, is I've been adding annotations to my older videos. So the more time I get, like in my study halls and stuff, where I'm just not really doing anything, but watching a bunch of high schoolers and making sure they don't burn down the library, what I'm trying to do is more of that, just annotating old videos. I love Gehenna's Gold. It really takes me back to the old shining gold color. So that wasn't too bad. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add just a little touch of shading to the teeth. And we're gonna use Agrax Earthshade. You might remember we painted the teeth in part 1 of this video, but we didn't really do much other than kind of dot all the points. So what this does is it allows us to, especially if you're a new painter out there, it allows you to fill in the gaps so that it doesn't look like blue, like the undercoat, and allows the points that you did paint to pop out. You can also use black, known oil, but I've found that brown is a little bit more interesting to look at. They're really so close though that what you're gonna do with either shade is shade the teeth in whatever color, and that's why brown is a better shading color for Rakarth flesh, because the Rakarth flesh pops out more as bone. When you paint it black, it kind of dulls it down a little bit. And there you have it. That is how you paint a Lizardman skink. The last things you might want to consider doing is highlighting up certain things like the bandages on on the blowpipe. We can use Rackard Flesh for that, and I'll just really quickly do that. But yeah, you mostly want to keep it simple, and all the steps that I showed you are just because I really like getting that extra detail in. Your skink can be as plain or as detailed as you choose. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish painting of the base. We'll wrap it up at the end, and then we'll send it off, send this one off to the cleaners to get uploaded onto YouTube. I missed this little gold band right here on the blowpipe, so I'm going to paint it in right now. Hope you're all having a great day out there. It's great to finally be back at the table and painting. I've missed it, but every night I would come home really late and be like, I have no energy to paint. So it was nice to finish little Jar Jar here. Are you happy? Me so happy, sir. You painted up Jar Jar Skinks. Okay, so this is really gonna be the end. I didn't get to put any grass or any other cool stuff on it because I actually I'm thinking about rebasing or basing the Lizardmen miniatures that I have in a more swampy themed base. So I'm gonna keep looking on how to do that before I actually devote more time to it. But yeah, this is gonna be it. So thanks for watching, everybody. Say goodbye, Jar Jar. Goodbye.